Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Alvin here from Little Athletics New South Wales with another run, jump and throw yourself into it activity session. This is the third video in this series. We've spoken about running, we've spoken about race walking. Today we're looking at an event where you have to run and get over an obstacle as quick as you can. That's right, it's hurdling. Come on, let's go.
But Yusuf is on the plane to London. Abdi wins.
Well, basically, I need to top up my fitness, work on my speed, my strength. So really, there is no magic formula to it. Just train hard, and harder. When you are exhausted, that's when you need to actually start working.
The Olympic women's 100 meters hurdles final. Well, this time, and Pearson gets away very strongly indeed. The Well's going very well too, and so is Harper on the far side, but Sally Pearson is coming away from this, or is she? Harper's coming through very strongly. Well, Pearson gets it, I think, from Harper, and it's 12:35. It's a new Olympic record. It was so close. Yes, she did get it. I was right. Pearson is the Olympic champion. 12.35.
So the video you just saw was of two athletes doing two obstacle races in track and field. The first person, Yusuf Abdi, dual Olympian, doing a race called the steeplechase. And what he did in the steeplechase, or what he did, was he put his foot on the steeple and then pushed himself over it so he didn't go into the water. The second athlete you saw is Sally Pearson, Australian legend, ex-Little athlete, world champion, gold and silver Olympic medalist, doing the hurdles. And what she would do is she would run towards the hurdle without slowing down. She wouldn't jump over it. What we call it is hurdling the hurdle, and that's what we're going to practice today. We're going to practice some simple hurdling technique in a safe and easy way to do it in your backyard. Come on, let's go. So here's the equipment we're going to use today. I've just found some things lying around that I'm going to use as obstacles for us to run over. And then we're going to make our own hurdles using some pool noodles. I've got 4 shorter ones and 2 long ones. I've got some pegs and I've got some toothpicks. And if that looks familiar to you, it's just like what we use when we're making our high jump bars. So here's the setup for my first activity. I have a start cone, which is red, and next to it I have a finishing line cone. And I have a turnaround cone, which you'll find at the bottom of the screen. And I have 2 obstacles that need to be run over. So for this activity, I need a helper. So I've asked Caitlin to come along. So what Caitlin's going to do is run over these obstacles without slowing down. The next step is to add more obstacles. Okay, let's add some more. If you knock one over, it's okay. As we add more obstacles, the idea is to stay confident. Try and keep that running style. And don't forget not to slow down. Awesome work, Caitlin. Thanks for your help. Now that was part 1 of hurdling. Learning how to run towards an obstacle without slowing down and trying to keep the same technique. Now,
On the far side, but Sally Pearson is coming away from this, or is she? Harper's coming.
Now for part 2 is getting over the hurdles. But first, we have to make some. Come on, let's go make them. So I'm going to put the 10 pegs into the ground and leave a little bit hanging up. I will slide the pool noodle over the top. And we'll also have the toothpicks sticking out to stick the crossbar on. Now push it in so it holds. And leave a little bit of extra on the side, and you'll know what I mean. We're going to use this as well. So there's the finished product. So in hurdling, the easiest part is the running, and it's the running to the hurdle. But don't forget, once we get to the hurdle, we don't want to slow down. Now when we go over the hurdle, we have two legs, right? So the first leg that goes over the hurdle first is called the lead leg, and the second leg to go over is a trail leg. Now, each one of those movements, or each one of those legs, does a specific movement. So just like the other events in athletics, you just have to remember two sayings when it comes to the lead leg and the trail leg. Lead leg, straight up, straight out, straight down. That's the first thing you need to remember. Pretend that your knee has some headlights, and you want to make sure those headlights always point forward. Now you want to do it back and forth so you can practice leading with both legs. Now for the trail leg, and remember I said it sounded weird. Remember, pretend you're a dog and bring it around. Now, if you have a male dog, we always know what a male dog does when it comes to a tree or a pole. Remember that position. Now, is I'm going to step past the hurdle on the outside. Remember the overhang on the outside. I have to step past it with my lead leg. And then with my trail leg, I'm going to pretend I'm a dog and bring it around. But don't forget, when you bring it around, those headlights, you want to make sure even on your trail leg that your headlights point forward and that your toes point forward when you bring it around. Let me show you. Step past the hurdle with the lead leg. Now, pretend you're a dog, bring it around, knee to the front, toes forward, down, and then you can start running. Now don't forget, we want to go in both directions so we can practice trailing with both legs. Now let's put all of it together just by marching to start off with. Once you think you've got the rhythm, let's set up another set of hurdles and see whether we can go over two. Now again, still marching, but make sure you have enough room so you've got space to march between the hurdles as well. Let's go. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker, and I'm going to try and change my lead leg and trail leg for each of these hurdles. And don't forget the saying. Lead leg, up, out, down. Trail leg, pretend you're a dog, bring it around. Up, out, down, pretend you're a dog, bring it around. Wow, a lot to remember. So when you do it in your backyard, you don't need to run. You can increase the speed a little bit, but again, we want to keep it safe. Don't forget, if you have any great ideas that you'd like to share with everyone, but don't forget, you will have to ask mum or dad first, or whoever looks after you. You can send me some videos or some photos to my email below. All right, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed our session today. This is Alvin from Little Athletics New South Wales, hoping to see you for our next Run, Jump and Throw Yourself Into It activity session. Bye for now.